Hello everyone and welcome to Not Our Podcast, where my chaotic friends and I share our thoughts and experiences about uni life, interesting situations we faced, and more. I'm your host Adhika, and today we're going to talk about stupid mistakes. We've all done mistakes and have learned from it. Hopefully. But some of them can be quite dumb but funny. Also, a thank you to Glenn for hosting for a bit.
Cheetos.
I wanted to say that.
It's because you know, Glenn.
Yeah,
Because I know. I can
I
see the
want the
future.
jagung bakar Cheetos. It's been so long.
You saw the future by seeing the past.
Of course. That is how it goes.
Today's topic, stupid mistakes. I have one, just did it today, perfect timing. So I have an ulcer right now, that's why it's difficult to talk. And if you have this, you shouldn't eat fried food, right?
I don't know. I usually eat anything.
No, usually no. Avoid
I mean,
it.
I
don't
usually
think it
avoid
matters.
fried food when I have this.
Why? Fried food is good.
That's right.
Yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't feel good for the ulcer.
Alright,
right.
yeah. Get well soon.
Thank you. And you know, pampa, fish cakes.
Oh yeah, I love those. Oh my god, it's been a year.
Yeah, I had that
wanna
for
eat those.
dinner, and I was frying it. At the end of frying it, I just realized I was like, I could eat this raw. I mean, you know, without frying it.
C'est la
What?
vie, you know? C'est la vie.
What? Why? But I thought you need to fry it first or like cook it at least. It's still raw, right?
Not like super raw, but
You don't fry
Boil,
a raw
right?
cake. You boil it first, or you steam it, then you fry it.
yeah, so like,
You don't fry it from raw.
Oh.
I don't know. I have at least
Oh.
I haven't tried frying it from raw. Neither has my parents tried frying it from.
Neither have
directly
I.
From the dough.
for
Should
good
try that
reason,
sometime.
probably.
Nah. We should try that sometimes. I'm gonna ask my mom tomorrow why.
Don't
Because you fry
die.
everything else from raw, right? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Oil fire, right? Not even oil fire, I think. Just like an oil burn. I'll live.
Right.
So yeah, that was my mistake. And moving on to Glenn, as well as Glenn, you'll host from now and until closing.
Hi.
Hi.
How do I do this? Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Not Our Podcast. Today's topic is stupid mistakes. I've done a lot of stupid mistakes in my life.
Hence why we chose him as the host.
Oh
Nice.
no. I guess stupid mistakes. A lot. If I can put like an overview, probably just maybe not being being too studious in high school. You know, pretty stupid. High school was not important.
High school is stupid.
And then taking networking for granted in university. I think I did a lot of networking, but I feel like not enough, right? Because like I didn't get like internships and whatnot. But recently I feel like the most stupid mistake I've done in quarantine at least is not stopping playing PSO2 once I reached endgame, and I should have
Oh my
stopped.
god.
I spent an extra 2 months wasting my life, waking up in the morning, making coffee, and grinding. Oh my god, could have done so much. And I guess just in general, throughout my whole life, I guess playing too many MMOs too far was probably the biggest general stupid mistake I have. And of course, like not taking Mandarin classes seriously. That was like insanely stupid.
Holy shit, yeah, I feel you. I like 9 years learning Mandarin, and like all we can do is like 我不知道.
I know, right? Oh my god. I have zero Mandarin right now. And I guess I'd cut myself some slack for not learning piano because I was like 8. But, you know, I guess I'll pile it in there, not taking piano classes seriously also. You know, so just in general, just a lot of stupid mistakes from the past.
I thought this is stupid mistakes, not regrets.
Yeah, I mean, Sure, okay. But like the very recent stupid mistake, yeah, playing PSO2 to I know it's bad. I know there's nothing to be gained. But my monkey ass brain decided to grind more.
Don't worry, Glenn. I feel you. The fucking full guardian soul. My full guardian
God.
soul.
I just want to put like like the sad violin music and then just say every single day people like Glenn suffer from video game addiction. With your small donation, you can help our cause by freeing people like him from their video game addiction.
And a bit more, Glenn is going to be addicted to Genshin Impact.
Oh no! Oh, I'm gonna spend like another 5 months on that shit if I go inside without seeing the sun. So like,
How much time did you spend on Frostpunk today?
okay, for Frostpunk, right? Since like it's a brand new game and I haven't done all the content, it's fresh, right? And so I don't feel like it's stupid. At least now, not without hindsight. I don't know. Yeah, but for PSO2 and a lot of other MMOs that I played throughout my life, consistently I reach endgame and then all I do is grind more so I can pimp up my house, which I don't live in real life and I don't get any benefit from in real life, and I'm the only one who looks at my house. Because, like, unless I invite people, no one will come in, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, describe how bad it went about you doing daily life stuff.
Okay, this is gonna be pretty embarrassing, but I set my character to shower when I shower. I set my character to sleep when I sleep. That was like another video game. It's not PSO2, but since it's quarantine, my house has like this porch that looks out to the mountains. I set my character to sit down every morning, having his coffee while I have my coffee. And I just look at the screen. It's so dumb. I swear to God.
Truly the isekai experience.
Yeah, like whisked out to another world. But I guess do not underestimate video game addiction. I guess.
Yes, you had it much worse than me. Jesus Christ. I have more hours, but you are more addicted.
This is like every time I look at Glenn's PSO2 hours, and then I am always reminded by my Destiny 2 hours as well. The only difference is I don't regret it.
Well, for that one, in hindsight, I mean, not in hindsight even, I knew it was bad at the time. But I kept doing it because I don't know. I mean, addiction. That's what defines addiction, I guess. So, trying to take care of myself better. Not trying to get into any MMOs. Trying to get into.
For now.
I'm not cutting off games completely. I'm playing games, but like playing games that I feel like
are not addicting to you.
Well, not addicting, but like gives. I mean, it's content that I've never experienced before, and I guess
It's not grinding. It's not grinding.
yeah,
You hold off the grinding
game for the
now.
experience and not for the dopamine rush, I guess. Yeah. So, learning from my stupid mistakes. Hopefully this comes up. All right. I guess who's next? Natasha.
Me?
Yeah.
I have two that I can remember on the top of my head. The first one is quite a long ago. It's kind of a grudge, sort of, but it's like this math exam in high school.
Wow. So
I think it's it's statistics, but I forgot the name of the method where you like make a table to count something, and like you have to multiply something with like -2, -1, then 0, and then 1, and then 2. I forgot the method.
Okay.
This is reminding me of my final exams.
Something I don't know, but like I remember it's something like that. I don't know the name of the method or like the complete formula because I completely forgot. But I still remember the one mistake I make, which is like, well, statistics is like when you count something like if you get the early stage wrong, is going to get it all wrong all the way down. So
Okay.
I already got it wrong from the beginning stage because this is the worst mistake ever. Like I calculated 40 times 0 equals 40.
Okay, I
And
get
then-
that.
And then it goes downhill from there.
I would have calculated 40 times 0 equals 400.
Yeah. Alright, that reminds me. My mom used to scold me when I was back in like primary school because in the exams, even though I get all the questions right, I am very careless, so sometimes I did not turn the page and I would leave like an entire page blank. I could have got like 100 because primary, I was actually smart in primary.
Okay.
But then I left like a whole page blank because I didn't read the fucking instructions. So I end up with like 80, 70. It's like, oh well.
Hey, that's pretty good. I came up
Yeah,
with 60 and I'm still pretty proud of myself. When I go
That
to
was
engineering, I'm so
primary.
bad at
Primary is a different story entirely. But yeah, anyway, that's that one. And then the third one is when I was on my trip to Japan with my grandma. It was, what year was that? 2019? Yeah,
It feels
19.
so long ago though.
Not, it's quite long ago. Yeah. We were supposed to like go with this day tour to I forgot the name of the place. There's the giant Buddha statue in Japan. We're supposed to go on a day tour there, but I read the time wrong. So the day tour says 7:45 meeting at this meeting point. But I read the time for the tour the next day, which is 8:30. The night before, I already read it properly, 7:45. So I was like, okay, 7:45. I woke up earlier. I woke my grandma up earlier, but then somehow I got it mixed up. So when I looked at the paper thingy again, it says 8:30, which is like tomorrow's tour. But I mistook it for like that day's tour. So I was like, oh, the tour meets at 8:30. Why are we waking up so early? Let's go back to sleep. And then like, when we got to the meeting point, no one was there.
How did you join them then?
I did not. I missed the tour.
Or you just missed it through completely and you didn't get any refund or something?
Yeah, I didn't. Well,
Oh, that's
yeah.
too bad.
Well, my grandma was very nice. She's chill. She's like, it's okay. Just don't tell your mom. She's going to
Nah.
freak out. So we both end up burying that memory. Yeah, I hope my mom doesn't find this podcast. I'm dead.
Wait, your mom still doesn't know?
My mom doesn't. She doesn't know my art account, doesn't know this podcast.
Anyone want to share it?
Wow.
I don't. No, don't do it, guys. No. Yeah, but
Well, to be fair, my
like,
parents also don't know, so.
see, yeah, I just don't see a point in telling my mom, and
Dude,
like
any of
it's,
your parents know.
complicated. Okay, it's complicated.
Yeah.
Some of you know it already.
Do any of your parents know out of all of you guys?
My parents know simply because I'm loud, and my parents
Okay.
because like my parents can hear me recording, but I've never
Uh-huh.
actually shared it with them.
But like, do they know you're recording, or like maybe it's just
I'm
a
up
casual
front.
phone call?
I'm upfront. Okay, I'm recording a podcast. I'm upfront to them.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm recording a podcast, but I do not share it with them, even though
Oh.
they've been asking for me to share. But I've been okay. I'll share with you, and then I drop it.
Smart.
I've been doing that 5 times already.
Oh, they
Nice.
ask.
They ask like, oh, why don't you share your interests with us? Like, okay, I mean, okay, sure, I'll share my interests with you, and then like I'll drop it. I'll forget. And
You'll
like
forget.
not even like forget, quote unquote. I'll actually forget to give it to
Deliberately
them.
forget.
I'll postpone until I forget.
Some kind of life secret, everyone. If you want to forget something, just postpone.
And then you'll slowly forget about it.
True.
Just like
Procrastination, huh?
simulations.
Procrastination.
Of course.
Procrastination truly embodies this group.
Alright, Natasha, anything else?
Wait, where was I? Oh, right. Yeah, we didn't tell mom. And like, it was buried up to this day. I think my grandma forgot about it already.
Well.
Yeah, at least my mom won't know anymore. So yeah, that's from me. Who else? Is
Choose
next?
a person.
Choose a person. Let's go with Jerry.
Well, I don't really have a lot of stupid mistakes other maybe than stupid regrets. I think I do have. So it's gonna be similar to Glenn, I guess.
Well, I did have. I mean, yeah, sure.
I only
go
have
ahead.
2, I guess. I mean, I guess it is a mistake and a regret. But I guess like for me, like these are the 2 worst mistakes I guess I've ever done. First of all was buying Cyberpunk 2077. That was my biggest regret.
Really?
I spent $69.9. I spent $69.9 basically for a game that's still in development technically. And
Isn't it still in it's still getting updated?
Still getting updates, but the updates aren't fixing anything. It's like that's why like it's been sitting on my Steam library for so long. And then like I bought it like day 1, right? So I had the day 1 experience before the updates, before everything. It was trash. I mean the story, everything was good, but like overall, like it was trash. It was trash. It's like that was like I think my biggest regret, I think, because like most of the times like I'm actually pretty smart when I'm buying things. It's like I usually wait for it to release, see like what people are talking about, and then like I'll decide if I'll buy it or not. But then like for Cyberpunk, it's like I was caught in the hype, I guess, and then like I also thought like, oh, it's CD Projekt Red, they made Witcher 3. Witcher 3 is a fun game. I say that, but I haven't finished Witcher 3.
Me too, it's fine. I haven't finished Witcher 3 either. I started like 3 years ago or something.
I haven't even went off the tutorial. Okay, never mind. We're getting sidetracked. Other than that, and then yeah, I was just like I even waited for the patches and whatnot, but then like it still didn't fix anything. Like the game is still not well optimized. Everything is just still buggy as all hell, and like it just felt like, did I just waste my money? It's like I want to get a refund, but then like I thought like, okay, you know what? It's still too early for a refund. You know, just wait, wait for. And then the patches didn't fix anything, and now I regret everything.
Well, with their track record, they've been really consistent in just updating stuff. At least in Witcher 3. So
in Witcher 3, but I do not know. I do not know about Cyberpunk because like it's bad. Like For the development story, I think like you'll just have to search that in YouTube or the internet. I guess like there's a lot of stories behind the development.
Wait for 10 years until it gets on sale and then buy it. I got Witcher 3 for $5, man. Witcher 3 everything. $5.
This is definitely something. This is definitely something like you have to wait until like you're 30 or something and then you buy it.
Don't worry, CDPR are very generous. CDPR is very generous with their discounts.
That goes with electronics, that goes with games, movies, entertainment, I guess, just in general.
Yeah, but like for electronics, I would just buy the new ones because it's like the best version, even if it's expensive. But then like, yeah, you'll need it anyway. So
usually
like,
for
might as
electronics,
well.
I buy 1 generation before or 2 generations before even.
Oh.
So the price is down. And it has what I need, right?
Alright, that's true.
So, you know.
But like but it's going to be like for a long term, right? So like I think it's like much better to like invest in it.
I mean, even if it's long term, you're only 1 generation behind. That's like 2-3 years.
Okay. Yeah,
right?
Makes sense.
1 year, not even 2 years. 1 year now. Like they get like 1 year they get like a new version every year or so. So like you're only a year behind at best, right? At best.
At least for phones, all I use it for is instant messaging, emails, YouTube, of course, and just the whole Google suite, I guess, like the Google Drive, Play Store, yeah.
Besides, like singularity, it's very hard to make phones that are better. Like like it's over-engineered. It's up to the point where like it's only not over-engineered because it's cheap. If it's yeah.
I guess the other stupid mistake is it's similar to Glenn's problem, but then like I'm not like addicted to games. It's like I also have that mindset like I play, but then like I don't like over like step like I don't like go to the point where I just get isekai like where what Glenn does. But if a game has gacha, that is where like I guess like most of my mistakes come from. I guess I have a tendency to be very impulsive. So yeah, so like
Preach.
especially like it's not for me. It's not about the like video game addiction. For me, it's like gambling addiction.
I can feel you.
yeah.
I can see that.
Cause like in PSO2 and in Genshin, they have basically like the gacha system, which I guess isn't technically unfair as well. Like I mean, they tell you the chances of it, but and then like at least for Genshin, it's also like a bit more forgiving, I guess, cause like every 10th roll you're guaranteed like something good, but then like that's pretty long. Like you gotta collect a lot of gems, I guess. For PSO2, it's like a bit less forgiving. It's like everything's there and like you just have to be lucky. So like I spent a lot on PSO2. I'm not gonna tell the value. I'm just gonna say it's a lot because I don't want to say how much I spent. Let's just say like it's a good amount.
Good amount.
Even like it got so bad to the point where I think like there was one time me, Glenn, and Ansel and Paul compared like how much we spent. And I think like I've spent the most.
Hey, I spent 0. All right.
Yeah. I know you spent 0, which is like commendable. But like I spent the most, and like I saw like there's a problem. I am very impulsive, so like I tend to like that is why like I tend to avoid a lot of gacha games. But then that is like very hypocritical because I'm playing Genshin right now. But in Genshin, at least you can get the premium currency from the doing activities. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm literally just saving up the premium currency until I can buy stuff. So I'm not gonna spend a single penny anymore on these types of things because like I feel like everything, especially in PSO2, it's like, new costumes, new costumes from the gacha. Oh, I'm gonna have to buy it, and I literally like splurge, and then like I didn't get the thing I wanted, and I regret everything, and then like it's just a vicious cycle that keeps happening, and like I just realized like it's a vicious cycle, and I'm like, nope, not doing this again. Like even so, like every time. Yeah, that's why like when I played like things like Genshin, PSO2, I'm like, yeah, no, do not fall into the trap. No, just no.
So this man has gambling addiction. I have isekai addiction.
Yeah, isekai addiction.
All right, let's go through the hoops. All right.
Go through the hoops.
You guys are healing, so
yeah,
Healing.
Healing.
quote, unquote.
Healing.
Well, I'm making an effort at least.
That's why like I'm trying my best to like just play either like MMOs that doesn't have gacha or like something, but then like can't find anything good, so only PSO2 and Genshin. So yeah, so like I'm trying to like restrain myself in Genshin, like trying not to spend a lot, and hey, at least that paid off, I guess. Thank you, Genshin, for giving me
now.
For now.
Wait until your favorite voice actor comes.
I don't have a favorite voice actor. So yeah.
Ishikawa Yui, Hanakana.
No, I don't even know like
Hanakana.
half of the. I don't even know. I'm just gonna.
You don't know
Hanakana?
Hanakana?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that I don't know Hanakawa Zawa. Hanakana. Yeah.
You have offended Natasha.
I have not only just offended Natasha. I think I've also offended the entire weeb collection of
Just
weeb
saying this on behalf of the viewers. If you don't know Hanakana, you're not weeb enough, I guess. Don't.
I have nothing left to say.
I am a reformed weeb. I'm sorry for the weeb community, but I am a reformed weeb. I don't play a lot of JRPGs, so and I don't really care about the voice actors. I'm sorry. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. I guess those are like the stupid mistakes. I guess gambling addiction and I guess like buying like giving into hype. I guess never give into hype.
Yep. All right. Anything else?
No, not really.
Choose another person, I guess. Then.
Jess.
All right. Speak.
Yes. Are you asleep?
Oi. No,
Okay.
I'm just reading my manga.
Hey, interesting. All right. What stupid mistakes do you have?
Mistake-wise, in university, I've got one legit stupid mistake. So, I think it was third semester, summer class. It's like I know no one. I know like me and my friends have different classes, different periods. So and this professor I've never even met once contacted me like, do you have this book and do you have any questions about that? I said like, yeah, I have that book and I have quite some questions about, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's about steel structures. So yeah, it's like one of the hardest topics and I have millions of questions. So I just, yeah, can I go to your office and ask you the questions? Sure, sure, sure. Come to my office. It's in this room and it's like in the second campus, basically. So I went there one afternoon. I went to the room. I literally forgot to ask him his name.
Wow.
Oh god.
And then I was like, who should I search for? And then there's like 5 professors inside the room. I was like, huh? Okay.
You don't even know his face?
No, his profile picture is of his kid.
Ah.
And his name is like, yeah, he changes the name of his social media to like this class professor. So I literally didn't
okay.
know his name. I was like, okay, I'll just bet on my instincts. I find one really old professor. He looks wise, like
He
a
looks
wizard.
wise.
Just like, okay. And I call like, Lao Shi, I wanted to ask questions about steel structure. Oh, sure, sure, sure. And I was like, yes, I got the right one.
Oh, you got the lucky.
And then I wasted 2 hours asking him. And suddenly my phone vibrated. I opened the message like, okay, let me open the message first. I opened like, where are you? I've been waiting for 2 hours. I was like, wait, aren't you in front of
Oh
me?
my god.
Oh
Then
shit.
I replied, oh sure, I'm here in the room and I think I'm asking you. He was like, no, you're not asking me. Like, which room are you in? I replied with the room. Like, are you the student beside me? I was like,
Oh my
yes, I am.
Oh
Like,
my god.
like
Oh
the
my
wise
God.
man I said was on my right, while he was on my left. So I was like, I looked to the left and he was like, are you? And then he said my name. I was like, yes. So I've been asking the wrong professor all this time. And then the professor, the old professor that on my right, just started laughing like, laughing so hard, like everyone on the room, like, what happened? What happened? I just got popular among those 5 professors there.
Oh my god.
That is so stupid.
That
At
is
least now you know
indeed.
everyone, right?
Salty
Or
ass.
everyone knows
Yes.
you.
I was like, and then after that, also, I forgot to ask your name. It's like, oh, that's why you can't find me. No wonder.
Oh my god.
Then, like the next week, I had a class with him with other classmates. When they're like, oh, I know you. Yeah, you're the one who spoke to the wrong professor. Yes, I'm popular. Thanks.
Yes. You understand.
And then, like, literally the next semester, the wise man that I said became my professor. He's like, oh, I know you.
Truly the universe wants
The
to see you
wise.
suffer.
That's like classic
You
JS.
know how professors look? Like, the professor who was supposed to be my professor was still quite young. Well, this one was like half bald, and he looked so wise with the glasses on, and he's kinda plump. And like he's typing on the keyboard like like, damn, this guy must be my professor. Let's go ask him. And then like his explanation is literally so good, man. I wasted 2 hours, and then my professor asked like, where are you? Been waiting. He's like, oh no. Oh no.
This is truly the definition of the universe can always find a way to screw you over.
Luckily the professor was like still young, so like and he's
chill,
like
I guess.
quite
You chill.
quite communicative. Like he talks a lot. He likes humorous jokes. Yeah. Stupidest mistake. I was like, my heart was beating so fast, like getting laughed at by 5 professors. I was like,
Oh my
shit,
god.
like, get me out! Get me out! Get me out of here!
Was the room full or just like 5 professors and you?
There was like literally no students. There were like 5 desks in the office, like with all 5 professors. I was the only student there. Because apparently the Chinese students usually meet with the professors in the classes, while we get privilege to meet them right at their office. Kinda.
Wow.
Yeah, that made
At least
bad mistake.
they were laughing.
They were laughing.
At least they were laughing,
My
not like
professor
shouting.
was kind of annoyed, but he started laughing.
Because 2
I
hours,
think-
man.
He looks like, bruh, this guy, seriously. But he started laughing too. The other one, also at university, there's like an annual, not an annual, a yearly, like, how do you say it? Like, there's like civil engineering and mechanical engineering, and then there's like other engineering classes, like majors, basically.
a yearly
Yeah.
major gathering.
Then there's like sports competition, basically.
Or a faculty gathering.
Yeah, faculty sports day. Yeah, and I joined the basketball one, right? It was like, okay, guys, like this is the Chinese students in the team speaking, like, okay, guys, our match will be tomorrow, 8 a.m. Don't forget to come. I was like, yes. Okay. And I forgot to ask where the place is. There's like 2 campus. One campus is for like mostly like classes, and the other campus is mostly for laboratory activities. And both of these campuses have tons of basketball fields, basketball courts. I just said okay. Like the next day, I woke up a bit late, so it was supposed to be held at 8. I woke up at 7:45. But I was kind of chill because my dorm is like campus, and I'm the first campus. And it's just like 3-minute walk to the basketball court. I was quite chill. I took my time. I washed my face. I brushed my teeth. And like I was just calm. When I went there, I was like, I don't see my team here. Where are they? Then I asked like one of the guy taking care of the competitions, like, where's the civil engineer basketball team match? Like, oh, it's not in this campus, it's in the second campus, and you're late. I was like, no shot.
Then
I literally ran when I'm supposed to ride a bus, but I just ran.
what?
Jesus
I
Christ.
couldn't wait for the bus. I just couldn't wait for the bus. Like the bus comes every 30 minutes, and that was like at 5:08. I was late, and I gotta wait for 8:30 for the bus. I panicked. I ran to the second campus, which is like 5-6 kilometers away.
Holy shit.
Oh my god! Wow,
Fucking
your
ran.
stamina though.
I reached at like around 8:25, 8:50. Yeah, around
Okay,
that.
damn, that is fast.
And then I saw them. Luckily, they started playing, but I literally have no stamina left. I was like panting so hard. Like I puked. I remember I puked. I drank a bottle of water and then I puked. So I'm just
Oh my god.
yeah. I ran while panic. You know that feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Then I can you play? I was like, yeah, let me play. Like, no, you sit down. I did play on the third quarter at least for like 8 minutes. At least I played. Almost died that day. Like I went back to the dorm in the evening. Literally can't move my leg. I just slept until the next day. I missed the classes next day. Yeah, I remember I missed 2 classes the next day. My friends was like, "Where are you?" Bro, I'm dead. Tell the teacher I'm dead.
Literally.
Stupid mistakes. Basically because of my carelessness. Not asking for the specific details. Just like, okay, I'll be there. Yes.
Yeah, and I bet you haven't learned from it. You'll probably repeat it.
Yeah. Until now I still repeat it kinda. Like my mom says, don't forget to cook the rice. Okay. She told me to do it now, but I didn't ask, so I expected like I should just make it later at 6 and 7. And it was late.
Yeah, your mom's
I just-
gonna
I
like just
I
start
just don't
yelling at you.
learn.
You gotta wisen up, right? Like that wise professor you have. You gotta absorb the wisdom.
The wise professor I remember doesn't even teach me about civil engineering stuff. He taught me about statistics.
Oh, what?
But he could answer my questions like crazy, dude.
I thought you were about to say like he taught me about life.
No. But he's wise.
He is what? Anything else?
Yeah. Gacha game addiction. If it's about regrets.
Game addiction, of course.
Me
of
too.
course.
Yeah.
The huge.
I'm gonna say the amount. I remember wasting 2 million on a zombie girl game.
Nice.
What?
nice.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I've never
Like, basically, like, the
actually never
game
mind.
is
I have
like-
spent that much as well. Yeah, maybe
The game is like an
yeah.
open world, and you can invade this kingdom, that kingdom, like, and then you can make a clan which is in one area.
Clash
And
of
like
Clans?
if you kind of like Clash of Clans, but it's not. It's
Okay.
a zombie girl game. Yeah.
Alright.
And then like if you invade an enemy further, like it could take like 2 days. And if it's in the middle of the traveling, and then someone attack the convoy of yours, basically your commander, which is a very waifuable girl,
Waifu.
will be captured, will be a prisoner, and if you don't grab that girl back within like a week, she permanently belongs to the enemy. And those commanders and the equipments they bring cost me that much.
Jesus
What,
Christ.
what is it called? What is called, Jace?
I forgot the name. Zombie Girls. Girls War Z.
I've gotten ads for that.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
Same.
Oh wait, it's not Girls War Z. Gun Girl Z?
How many of these games do you
I think it's
play?
Gun Girls.
Wow.
No, it's not Gun Girls.
Alright.
Forgot, basically it's a zombie game. It's an open world game. I don't know if the game still exists now. What's it called? Basically there's a ZZZ thing.
I mean, there's a lot to the ZZZ thing. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
there's
So
a
it's
lot.
like that. So that's like your level of infatuation, where like you will play shit so unmemorable that you don't even
I mean,
remember.
I was like, okay, I'll be F2P, free to play
No.
basically, and then like I join a clan. Yo, you're weak. You're kind of weak. Just buy the beginner pack, bro. Buy the beginner pack. Oh yeah. It only costs 79,000. Yeah, I'll buy it. Yeah, I bought the beginner pack, and then, bro, beginner pack's not enough. There's like after the beginner pack, you have the intermediate pack, which costs like a bit more. Yep, pay.
You're so gullible.
This definitely
Oh my
does
God.
sound like how I fell into the gacha hellhole.
Yes, that is exactly how people will hustle drugs on you.
Oh yeah, true.
That is how drug addiction starts. That's how
Yeah,
any,
that is
that's how
how
any
drug
peer
addiction-
pressure. That's
I mean,
peer
like,
pressure.
like at some
Yeah.
point, I felt like anyone that I attacked, the attack just failed. Like you're too weak, and your commander keeps getting captured. Right? I was like, no, you're not doing this to me. I just bought the strongest weapon in the game,
Jesus Christ, man.
which cost like I remember like 500k with the package of the commander. And yeah, I managed to win some match, lose some. My commander got captured. I panicked so hard. Bought another commander, a strong one, to save the other commander.
You bought another commander? Can you get a commander for free, or is there like a commander that you cannot
It's like a
lose?
free. Basically, you need the shards. You need to grind for commanders basically, or else you just straight up buy them. Expensive.
Jess, did you know this game from an ad?
No.
You actually look for the game.
I was still into gacha games like crazy that time.
Well, good to know that you are trying to heal, or are you? Yeah.
Lately, I've been playing a gacha game, but with a friend. And every time I'm tempted to buy, I ask my friend like, "Yo, should I buy this game?" No, JS, F2P. Okay.
Your friend is your bastion of hope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your friend is your anchor, literally. Like
Your
if your friend
anchor.
isn't there, if your friend isn't there to just say no, free to play only.
And
I'm
apparently,
pretty sure he
we
would have
stopped
just
playing the
started
game now.
spending. What?
There is your rehab buddy.
Oh,
He's
the
not
anchor
playing the game
left.
Oh no. Yeah. The anchor left. I left.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay, good.
But if the anchor is corrupted, so will he.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. If the anchor goes corrupt, so will Jess.
Blind leading the blind.
Well, it's not called an anchor if it's also afloat. You know?
It's a
It's a
broken anchor.
plastic anchor.
Plastic
Plastic.
anchor.
Still though, I don't think that my journey of gacha game will stop there. Not gonna lie.
It's all
At some
right.
point, there's gonna be some games which can pull me back. But I don't regret it. It might be a mistake, but I don't regret it. It might be stupid. At least I had fun though.
I do personally just prefer like subscription based, I guess, rather than gacha. But I guess that's just me.
Well, nowadays you have games that is subscription based and has microtransactions, like so.
Well, yeah.
Double
We had a
whammy.
lot of
Double
other
whammy.
mistakes, but these are the most scary mistakes.
All right. If that's it, you can choose another person to speak.
Only Ben is left.
Only Ben is left. What about you, Dika?
Dika, you're not gonna talk at all, like.
I mean, I
even
shared
with
my
your-
stupid mistake in the beginning, right?
Oh yeah, you
That's
did.
right, actually. Oh, that was your stupid mistake. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Since y'all are dark AF, I'm gonna start off light.
Really?
Wow,
So-
that's
For what?
unusual.
So, I've spent so much time away from live action shit, from just like live action stuff. Sherlock Holmes. You know Sherlock Holmes, right? The movie.
The movie or the TV
The
series?
2009. The TV is called Sherlock, not Sherlock
Oh, yeah.
Holmes. Sherlock
Yeah,
Holmes,
Sherlock, I
Sherlock
love that.
Holmes, and Game
Yeah.
of the same. And
I
Game of
I haven't
Shadow.
watched it, by the way. Yeah.
And watch it. Watch Sherlock.
I know it's by RDJ, and it's been in my watch list for so long.
Watch
especially
it.
since
I
it's
just
Netflix,
finished
think.
I just finished both. I just finished both. Like I literally just finished it like 10 minutes ago. But like when I started like the first thing, when I saw a person walk on screen, my first thought, man, this is some convincing CGI.
Wow. Okay. He's not attacked by bad CG.
So take my bad CG.
Oh no. He's attacked by bad,
Bad
CG.
CG. Bad
For
CG is
anyone who
attacking
knows that
bad
reference.
CG. Oh no.
I feel like I've heard that somewhere, but I forgot where.
Yeah. It's like so deep into the weeb rabbit hole to understand that reference. I feel
Exactly.
like.
It's
All
like
right.
what? Yeah. Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on, but yeah, that's like a stupid mistake, right? I mistake actual people for CG. Wonders why I haven't mistaken my own family for CG.
Wow. All right. Chill, bro. Chill. All right.
I thought you said it was gonna be light.
It's light. That's light. How is that dark?
As light as a.
That's
Yeah,
kinda
sure,
light.
sure. All right.
Yeah, sure,
It's
sure.
not dark. It's
All
not
right.
dark.
As
Dark
light
Knight.
as
Alright.
Ben can be.
Okay. All right. What else? I'm an impulsive buyer. I don't gamble. Though, like, I don't gamble for items per se. Like, for example, like, say, in PSO2, because, like, I did spend money, a considerable sum, but I did not buy those specifically to gamble for an item. I bought those to gamble. I bought those to obtain items from the gambling machine to exchange for in-game cash to buy the items I want. So it's not gambling per se.
He's
Though
doing
it
business.
is gambling. But like, I don't gamble, but I impulse buy a lot. Say in my Steam library, right? I have a total of 132. Yeah, I have over 200 games on my Steam library, of which
That's a lot.
I finished 38.
Okay.
I've dropped 56.
56 games. Drop.
I put 17 on hold,
Okay. 17.
and 132 games are unplayed. Okay, to be fair, I've played one of those 132. I played it
Jesus
right
Christ.
now.
17 on quote unquote hold is a lie.
It's on hold. It's on hold. It's like games I haven't played the DLCs to. Like for example, like Origami. I have played the main campaign, but I haven't played the DLCs.
Oh,
Bioshock
alright.
Infinite,
Okay.
same as well. And like shit, like I would like to 100%. And like PSO2 is on hold.
No.
It's
PSO2
uninstalled.
is not on hold for you.
I didn't touch it. I last played June 28th last month. I'm like 1 month sober now.
1 month sober.
Last played June 28th, and I stopped playing like 2 weeks before that. So like
You
technically, like,
finished
what happens-
PSO2. It's not on hold. It's completed.
It's a new Genesis, right?
No, that's not PSO2. That's a new game, basically.
Fine, fair. All right. So it's on hold. PS2 NGS, it's on hold. And Warframe is also on hold. God, last I played Warframe was last year.
I don't
okay,
think
so long.
like MMOs count in your on hold list. I'm just saying because like you can't finish MMOs, right? Or anything that you can't finish, like in list games.
Okay, so like I don't know, say like 16 on hold and 133 on unplayed, or like it's like playing
Well,
plus
that
unplayed
reduces it by a lot.
by a lot, right? So much that probably it's a rounding error.
So how many stupid mistakes have you made here in total?
I count that as one stupid mistake because it's spending. Though lately it's gotten better, simply because I've gotten perspective by earning money, so I can price things in labor. Say like 500k means stealing 505 pieces of paper from my parents before and running towards a convenience store. That's what 500k meant, but now it means 6 hours of labor, 3 to 6 hours of labor. So yeah, that makes me more hesitant to buy games. So yeah, I've still bought shit, I've still spent a lot of money, but you know, so far it's been my own money, and I'm still turning a profit on my work, even though. So yeah, okay, that's like two stupid mistakes. For my third stupid mistake, I have a practical exam on Thursday, but I've spent the last 2 days playing Shadow of Mordor, trying
Like
to
right now?
100%. Like right now, not now, but like I played like from like 8 in the morning to 4 in the evening.
Congratulations.
And then
Jesus
I
Christ.
watched, and that's like today. And yesterday I played also the entire day. And then like I switched. Actually, no. Yesterday I played for like half. I played for probably from like 8 until 4, and then I finished a series, like an anime series, and then I played again until 2 a.m. in the morning. And then today I played that much, and then I finished Sherlock, right? The RDJ Sherlock, RDJ Sherlock series of movies, and now I'm doing a podcast.
Well, at least you know you're doing a mistake.
I spent the past 2 days doing jack shit for my studies. So to be fair, the 2 days before that I have studied. It's just not enough, but you know. Hopefully tomorrow I will study because I have 100%ed the main campaign of Shadow of
Oh my
Mordor.
god.
Jesus Christ.
Just the main
man.
campaign though, not the DLCs.
I honestly wouldn't call that a mistake though. It's good for your mental to take a break after all this study.
It's not good
much.
for not this much.
Not this
I
much,
think.
man. If it's this
Okay,
much,
okay.
it becomes a problem.
Because like the previous 2 days, I played for 6 hours a day. Like not for previous, like the last week, right? I played for 6 hours a day each. Right now, because right now I have 50 hours. I have 30 hours in Shadow of Mordor. I think if I'm not mistaken, that's over the past 4 or 5 days. 30 hours, right? I played like 6 hours a day. 6 hours a day. Actually, no. So a week. So yeah, I played like 5 days. Like I played 6 hours a day for like 3 days, and then but I also studied for 6 hours a day, 6 or 8 hours a day. You know, for those days, right? So it's balanced. I like that balance. But then the past 2 days, it got out of hand. I started playing like dumb, studying and watching anime and watching movies after that instead of going back to studying.
Yes.
So yeah, and then I spent last night playing Tabletop Simulator
Of course.
and Mother Gunship too. Basically, I wasted the past 2 days. I wasted the past 2 days.
Procrastinating.
Hopefully that doesn't fuck me over. Hopefully I've studied enough to catch up. But yeah,
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
you guys wanna do an episode on addiction?
sure.
Oh no.
How did your addiction start? Well, it all began.
I have too much. Stop. No more.
Yes,
all
we'll
It all
began.
began with a little game called.
I don't know. When did it begin with? It all began by when as a child, as I do regular visits, do familial visits to Glenn's house, and I quote unquote borrowed his Game Boy. It all began from there.
It all began from there.
It all began from the fucking Power Rangers game. I swear to God.
I
I
am
swear
not
to
one who
God,
do
yeah.
something half-heartedly. Once I go in hard.
It all began
No.
during the day of my birth. None of my parents showed up. Do you remember that? Do you know that reference?
Of
No,
course.
I'm sorry. No.
Was that like from? Oh my
That's
God.
from Phineas and Ferb.
Yes. Oh, what do I? What
No.
did
Oh
Mega
yeah,
Mind
shit.
come up?
Okay, now I remembered. Yeah. That's Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz.
Holy shit, that
Well,
was
if we're gonna
dark,
do
man.
like an addiction episode, we have
So-
I MMO addiction.
I have video
me,
game
I have
addiction.
gambling addiction.
And impulse buy addiction. Also, the impulse buying
addiction,
thing
yeah.
is also for food. I mean, no shit, right? If you've seen me in real life for food, I impulse buy food a fucking lot. Like
I
it's
think
scary.
I might have a coffee addiction, but I don't know.
I had a coffee addiction, but I got sober because of quarantine because my parents don't like me drinking coffee. But like when I was
two people
on,
have a gotcha addiction too.
but like when I was on my own, I drank like 4 cups of coffee a day.
That is not healthy.
That is not healthy, I know.
I'm still going on with like 1 cup of coffee a day, so I guess
Yeah, it's not healthy.
not too much of an addiction.
But
I guess.
difference is I've gone clean, unlike you.
Well, I like my 1 cup of coffee a day. I like the taste. It's not like something, oh shit, I don't like this, but I needed to keep going.
Well, I also like the 4 cups of coffee I drink every day.
Oh my god.
Well,
you
it's
guys.
That's
only an
the-
addiction when you don't like it, I think.
No.
Okay, this is not the episode.
No.
Thank you.
Alright, it's on the episode.
Okay. Not episode.
Do you have anything to add?
This is why Adhika is the host.
Nothing to add.
Because
I'm done, I'm
Glenn,
done.
if Glenn is the host, he would be here
Anyone
all
have any
day.
final thoughts?
Oh, yeah, final thoughts.
Well, as you can hear, as you can witness from this place, don't fall into hype. Beware of your own addiction, I guess. Be aware of your own addiction.
Seek help, definitely. Seek help
Seek
if you
help
do.
as well.
And stay
Stupid
healthy,
mistakes are
y'all.
yeah, and stupid mistakes are meant to be laughed at. I guess that's the take. I guess.
My moral take is mistakes are not mistake if you don't realize them.
Oh my god, that's just
Wait
ignorance
a
is
minute.
bliss.
Okay. My mistake is if you want to keep doing mistakes, make sure you have disposable income. Disposable income allows you to make as much mistake as you want.
True.
Technically true,
Understandable.
yes.
That applies so much if you have a gambling addiction.
Especially if your addiction if your mistakes tied to financial mistakes instead of like social,
Mm-hmm.
There are social mistakes too, man. Like
Yeah, there are social mistakes.
Not worry, I am asocial, so I don't realize I don't realize my social mistakes.
we know that's right. Oh god, this group is so sad. I think except for Dika, if he doesn't have a mouth ulcer, he probably has like a.
Dika is the
Aneurysm.
most normal person here.
My stupid mistakes
Yeah,
are like
I think like
Lifestyles.
his mouth ulcer is gonna grow by like 50% hearing us.
All right, I guess we'll close it. Stupid mistakes are indeed stupid. But better that we learn from it and try to move on, I guess. So we don't do the same mistakes over and over. And for anyone in the audience that has stupid mistakes or regrets in general, and good luck to you guys trying to fix it.
I thought you were gonna say
And move
like
on.
you can share with us, but no, you just said good luck. Good luck.
Or I mean, sharing your mistakes probably won't be, comfortable. So, good luck.
Good luck.
Good
But
luck.
if you want to share, comment down below anyway.
Share comments down below, and for everyone in this group, also good luck with forgetting or moving on. Not don't forget. Forgetting is bad. I guess you
Or
can't
trying
learn
to
from
rehab
mistakes.
yourself.
Yeah, identify. That's your mistakes right now, and you can try.
Identify that you need help. Get help.
Identify that.
Yeah.
Yes. First step to
Then
anything.
get help. That is the first step. Realize you're fucked.
All right. And do you want to do the thank you and goodbye, everyone, Dika?
Host you do it.
Oh, I'm the host now. All right, thank you and goodbye, everyone.
Arigatou minasan.
Bye.
Ja.
Arigatou minasan.
Ciao.
I don't know enough Japanese to fully say anything.
Thank you very much everyone for listening. Both opening and closing music are by me. And as always, if you have questions to ask, stories to share, or if you wanna be a guest in this podcast, you can reach us on Instagram at NotOurPodcast, on Twitter at NotOurPodcast1, or you can email us at nop.procras@gmail.com. If you wanna support us further, please share this podcast. We would really appreciate that. Once again, thank you for listening and have a great life.